Hello and welcome to Newsform. I'm your host Chris with the CHRILLCAST, and today for Newsform we got an interesting topic again, as always. Make sure you guys like this video, comment down below your thoughts, and if you like what we're doing, make sure you subscribe for every latest Newsform video you can find. I don't know why I'm rhyming, but that's okay. Here we go. Community tab, poll from today. Refresh it one more time just to make sure. Okay. 51 votes. I put it out really late, so good job for you guys for responding, but I failed you all. Well, not really, but that got your attention, didn't it? What do you want to hear about for Newsform tomorrow? Summary of the Xbox 20th anniversary, 24%. I will answer that question real quick. 76 new games coming to backwards compatibility, and Halo Infinite multiplayer dropped. Nintendo Pikmin AR game, 12%. I don't really want to talk about that anyways. Nintendo responding to the online service Backlash, 31%. This will be a fun one. Another video about YouTube dislikes, 12%. Something PlayStation 4 9.00 update because views, 22%. All right, so obviously the winner is the Nintendo response to the online Backlash, which, I mean, this one's not the Verge interview, but I listened to what the Verge interview had to say, and Spawn kind of covered it, so we won't have to delve deeply into it. I want to comment on what happened here. So Nintendo comments on N64 Switch Online Backlash. For those that don't know, the Nintendo Switch Online service added N64, Genesis, and one DLC in the form of the Animal Crossing New Horizons DLC for $30 on top of the original $20. So basically, if you're already paying $20 a year for the Nintendo Switch Online service now, in order to get N64, Genesis, and the DLC for Animal Crossing for free, you would need to subscribe to the higher tier at $50 per year. And there really didn't seem to be enough there to justify a $50 per year purchase on the Nintendo Switch Online service. So people were complaining in the form of putting dislikes on Nintendo's video introducing this thing. And lo and behold, became the most disliked Nintendo video on all of YouTube. I think it had like 10-to-1 ratio of dislikes to likes. So here we go. Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack has not been received too fondly by players or critics. Doug Bowser, Nintendo of America's president, has given a formal statement regarding the backlash against the Nintendo Switch Online service and how Nintendo plans to address it. Last month, Nintendo launched the Switch Online expansion pack, allowing players to enjoy a handful of classic Nintendo N64 and Sega titles on top of the NES and SNES ones that were already available. There was hesitation from the public prior to its release, as many wondered where Nintendo would settle price-wise for the service, and the ramifications it would have for those games ever appearing on the Nintendo eShop. Problems ensued after release, as players discovered the service's poor emulation of N64 games, which is just sad if you ask me. Making for many unhappy fans wanting their money back. To top it off, the initial reveal trailer should pass 100k dislikes. Actually, it's 180k dislikes, I believe, if I remember correctly, which is a representation of the fan disappointment. In an interview with The Verge, Bowser spoke about the situation regarding the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, and after discussing some of Nintendo's other plans, other pressing headlines like Nintendo Switch OLED supply and the success of Metroid Dread, which, by the way, is like 900,000 units or more, Bowser speaks to writer Andrew Webster about the expansion pack's fan backlash. Bowser states, "We're constantly looking for more or for ways to make our online features and those games better, continuing to add value for more services and more games as we go forward. We take the feedback very seriously, and we're continuing to look at ways to improve the overall performance. For us, it's about quality and great content as a great value. If it was such a great value, you'd let the Nintendo Switch Lite people have docks." Previously, Nintendo promised improvements to the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. The news came from Nintendo's financial report for the second quarter of 2021. While not mentioning the sales of the expansion pack itself, indicates the company was aware of the problem at the time of the report's construction. Bowser's statements on this case serves mostly to reiterate that Nintendo is working to improve Nintendo Switch Online in an expansion pack without providing any timetables or predictions of when it will all be ready. An important aspect Nintendo must consider. An important aspect that Nintendo must consider is that adding more content or reducing the price of the service alone are not viable solutions for the situation. Fixing Nintendo Switch Online necessitates a plethora of tweaks and revisions from the very top at a service level to, more specifically, the coding and functionality of the service itself. More available N64 games means nothing if the emulation to play them is not improved. Nintendo has quite a hill to climb if it is to win back over on Nintendo Switch's online expansion pack. And I echo a lot of those sentiments. Realistically, these newer consoles will not be a garage piece for anybody anytime soon. Sorry about that, but I digress. This is Nintendo Switch expansion pack. Has proved to Nintendo that Backlash can be real, especially when you are not listening to the fans and you're just listening to people on the creative team, which puts you in a isolated area away from everybody else and keeps you inside your bubble when you're thinking about how to implement something. Whereas an outside the box thinker would talk to somebody who doesn't even do the same thing that they do and try to get them to try it and let them know what they think. And if it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. And we go from there. Anyway, swing and a miss. I still have not bought the Nintendo Switch Online Service Expansion Pack. Don't feel the need to. So, if you guys like this coverage of the video, if you have more Backlash to give to Nintendo, make sure you comment down below, like the video, and subscribe to our channel. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.